About it over here when it's not so much noise. Follow me. Whoa, whoa.
For the new sewer line they're planning on putting in.
Yeah.
Okay, we just passed through. I'll wait there in once. We just passed through the administrative area. Again, remember I said to you there are two key periods. Now we're going to go back to when Herod and his men built this fortress. We're going back to that period. This was probably the area where the officers sat, where the Roman soldiers came and got their rations. Rations of water, rations of food, and their pay. We know they got paid because in our excavations here we found a Roman soldier's pay slip.
Really?
Yeah, and the particular one that was found, it was an advance. He asked for an advance pay. These areas here are the storage rooms. We found up here grain, oil. Josephus tells us that there was weapons here for 25,000 soldiers. So they were well equipped, pretty well equipped, actually, these Romans. And you'll see some black lines somewhere. Everything under is original, everything above is reconstructed. Pretty, yeah, and right behind us, correct. There's a few patch-up jobs on the walls as well. But you can see the workmanship among the stonage here. Quite impressive workmanship. Of course, the Romans, they didn't really have much else to do. They didn't have television, iPads, and cell phones in those days.
Ben Crosby wasn't thinking Merry Christmas either.
Right.
Christmas.
But whereabouts?
You can see it right from where I'm standing through that gap.
Sure.
Okay. Yeah, they've put it there. I don't know if it's original, but they've put it there to reconstruct how it would have looked. And who knows, maybe it is an original one.
Just made in China.
Is that right? Okay.
Jeff?
I said, I was being a smart aleck. I said, it says made in China on the bottom.
Oh, no, what was he referring to though? Oh, the
Jar.
Okay.
actually. Well, yeah, we are.
Because you're going to tell us why.
Oh yes, I forgot. Thank you. What's what? That's just a lower. On where we left off, and by the way, yes, we're back in Herod's time. This was his northern upper palace. So we're not only in Herod's fortress, we are actually in Herod's palace. You can say you have been to King Herod's palace. We're standing right in it, seated right in it. He had a lower one as well. We don't need to go down there, but we're in the upper one. What did he do here? Probably some rest and recreation, relaxation. Maybe he hosted foreign diplomats here. He had bathhouses over here. We have mosaic floors. This tells us a little bit about the character of Herod. He liked the good life. Yeah. We saw mosaics on the floor in Caesarea in the water. He spared no expense. He liked the good life. And of course, he wanted to show Rome how loyal he was. And a way of doing that was to show the glory of his building projects. Okay, now we're fast forwarding it to the year 66, the year 70. The temple has just been destroyed in Jerusalem. The flames are still burning. The Romans are carrying off to Rome the treasures of the temple. We know that because there are friezes on the wall in the Roman museums. I've told you about that, right? One of those friezes shows the Roman soldiers carrying off the 7-branch menorah that was in the holy place, and that is a point of reference that I feel I need to stress these days, because a couple of months ago UNESCO voted that we Jews had no temple. Okay? We had not only did we have no first temple, we had no second temple. That's what they've unanimously voted. We have no historical connection to the Temple Mount in Jerusalem. So whatever the Romans carried off, that menorah, maybe it was just nonsense. Anyway. Yeah. So the flames are burning, the Roman soldiers are carrying off the treasures, and about 1,000 Jewish soldiers, they come down here, they're farming, they're settling down, everything's going smooth until one day they look up into the north, west, and they see a kind of look like a black dot. And it's kind of getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and that black dot turns out to be the 10th Roman Legion, led by the famous Flavius Silver, or Peter O'Toole, if you've seen the Hollywood 6-hour epic movie. It's a great movie. It has 40-minute segments. It's called Masada, Peter O'Toole. And he plays Flavius Silver. Now, a Roman legion is anywhere between 5,000 to 12,000, depending on who your source is. Let's say 10,000. The first thing they do is they surround the fortress, and we still have the remains of the Roman camps. Here is the largest camp. See the stones over there? There's another one down here. A square. There's one down here as well. 2,000 years later, they're still intact. Now, the largest chief headquarter camp was on the west, where you're looking down there. Why was it down there? Because the Romans had a plan. Firstly, the circling the camp was a psychological move. They made a statement: we have you surrounded, you're not getting out. They even built a wall around. We'll see remains when we're on the cable car. But second, the plan was from the west, they were going to do this. They were going to build this. Can you see? It is a siege ramp. You can stay there, Carla, if So it's a siege ramp. See that? You guys taking your pictures? They're building this on the west. And they're going to use anything they can get their hands on, dead bodies, trees, garbage, whatever. And it's going to take between 6 to 8 months. Why are they going to build that? Because on that, they want to put this, a siege tower. Why do they want to put a siege tower on it? Because on the siege tower, they want to put a battering ram to smash in the wall that they knew Herod had built around it, called a casemate wall, a double inner-outer wall. Well, the zealots up here, by the way, Josephus calls the zealots rebels. Why does he call them rebels? Maybe because they were rebelling against the Romans, maybe they were rebelling against the rabbis. Because the rabbis told them, do not fight. Now, what was your question?
Why did they kill the...
Yes, why did the zealots kill the 700 Jews on the way down? Because the zealots said, if you don't fight with us, we will kill you. You are our enemy.
It's in my way or the highway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Think of your extreme right wingers, the Ku Klux Klan.
Yep.
Many places in the world are, think of the Islamic fundamentalists.
Yeah.
In many places, if you're a Muslim and you're not supporting them, they'll treat you as an enemy. Look at ISIS. They're an extreme nationalistic group. The Islamic State of Iraq. Of Islam. They want an international caliphate. Well, the zealots up here, they had their own weapons, and they threw down these ballistic missiles from catapults. Okay, but of course the siege tower had metal plates to protect, and the Romans fired their own missiles back as well. So there was a lot of back and forth, there was a lot of psychological warfare going on, but the ramp was getting higher and higher. The siege tower with the battering ram was getting closer and closer. The inevitable was going to happen. So Eleazar ben Yair, the zealot leader, he had to come up with a plan because he knew that once that battering ram got close, it would easily smash in the wall. So what did he do? He came to this very palace here, he smashed it up, he got the wood, and he put it on the outside of the wall to act as a buffer zone. And what happened when the battering ram started to smash?
Bounce back.
We'll pick up the story in a few minutes. A day or two.
Yeah, breaking down is quick.
What's
Building
that?
up
Breaking
there.
down, building, you know, you've got to remember there were 1,000,
Oh, okay.
and they were pretty good with their hands in those days, so it could have taken a day to a week, let's say. Remember, this took 6 to 8 months.
Break down the palace.
To break down the palace and then build up
Sounds
those
like there's some
ramps.
Israeli jets.
Gotcha.